This is ladies advanced strength phase 1 day 2. So this is the hip thrust day. So we'll start off with seated leg curl. So seated leg curl, like lying leg curl, it's nice and simple. There's not much that can go wrong. And as long as you're pressing here and you're fixed in the seat, drive your heels back hard as you can. If you're lucky enough to train in the gym with a lying leg curl and a seated leg curl, you should be varying between both all the time. Both are excellent exercises. And again, like healthier knees, healthier hips for your heavier squatting and deadlifting. Loads of benefits to doing leg curls. I find the bodyweight versions can be helpful if you have no other option. They're very, very nice to isolate the muscle. When they're in the machine, it's very, very easy to just make sure your hamstrings are doing all the work. Okay. So the hip thrust is next with it. So nearly every client that comes to us, they've never done a heavy hip thrust before. The max they went with was 60 kg. So we can actually get them to double their body weight in a very, very fast time. Especially if there's a little bit of training going before with squats and deadlifts and things like that. So the first thing, we just go, just make sure this is in the middle here and hold that back. This is a lighter set. This is 60 kg as a warm-up. I'm a big fan of high rep sets on the hip thrust as a warm-up and as a high rep set to do secondly after your main sets. So go 20 reps here to start. These are normal reps. Chin down, head facing straight forward. I don't really touch the ground when I'm training clients, maybe on some very, very heavy sets. Generally, what she's doing there is chin down, head looking straight forward, so your head's not going back, looking at the roof, and drive up from the bottom. Heels fixed onto the ground. Once you get to the top, the knees heels are more or less in line and going straight up like this instead of maybe first warm-up set, 60 kg. So the biggest obstacle with doing the hip thrust at the start is often just takes so long to set up when you're on your own. Okay? Second set. High rep hamstring curls. Something nearly everyone who comes here isn't familiar with at the start is doing hamstring curls at all, and then you start doing your first few times you do them, you just do normal reps, 3 sets of 8. The same is fine for the first couple of months. Then start varying the reps between very heavy sets of 6 and 15 and 20 rep sets. And the hamstrings feel completely different. You start to see growth in the hamstrings they never saw before. And of course that affects your squatting and deadlift. Let's go 3 more. Squeeze back. 3, 2, 1. So changing the weight and loading up the hip thrust can be a real pain. That's what turns a lot of people off. So here's a trick that we always use here at 100% is just rolling the weight up onto a plate. If you do that, it makes life an awful lot easier, especially if you're training alone. So, the opposite side then, just flick the weight up on the tray, and obviously it works for deadlifts as well. Because when you're not using this trick and you're trying to lift the bar and move it and add more plates, when you're not doing this, it can be really tough on the lower back. Just turn you off training this bit. Second set, 90 kg. This is well above here's body weight. So, body weight 25 now. And let's go for 10 reps. Second one. So chin down, drive through the heels and go straight forward. Squeeze. 9. And 5. Chin down, squeeze the bar as tight as you can. Grip. Make sure the grip is nice and close to your waist, that it's not out too wide. And 2 more. Done. final set here, I'm going to use an intensity technique or a couple of intensity techniques. So what we're going to do today, very, very simply, is just you go to failure. Okay, so you literally can't do any more reps. And then when you can't do any more reps concentrically, which is lifting the weight, we go to failure isometrically as well. So even though you can't lift the weight, you could still be able to hold it. And a lot of people don't know that they're actually weakest concentrically, strongest eccentrically, and then isometrics is somewhere in the middle. So that's it. Once you stop getting full range of motion here, we're going to hold there. Okay? And hold there, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And do that in your hamstring curls seated, a line, and you get a really, really big burn. And your hamstrings will be worked far closer to failure than just concentric reps alone. The final set, I'm going to load up again. Again, use this trick. It slides on nice and easy. So that makes a huge, huge difference to your willingness to do heavier sets of hip thrust. Maybe for one session you might put up with doing it the other way, where it's a bit awkward and it takes a long time. But if you're trying to do 20, 30, 50 hip thrust sessions in the next year, this is going to be a lifesaver. Otherwise you can get very, very sick of this exercise very quickly. We're up to 110 kg, so take your time here, take a few seconds, get yourself comfortable, make sure that the pad, the bits that you can see the bar, make sure that that's facing up the way, okay? Make sure your shoulders are comfortable, which can be challenging enough at the start. This is a hip thrust bench, you can use a normal bench. Squeeze the bar as tight as you can, nearly every single exercise in the gym. You want to start it off by a really tight grip, and then drive up through your heels with your chest down. 10, 9, 8, squeeze the bar. 6, 5, excellent technique. 4, drive. 3, squeeze. 1, 2. Excellent reps. 110 kg or 10 reps. So that's very, very strong. Most, like I said, most clients can get up to double their body weight within a few months' time. Starting with the seated cable rows and paired with that, the flat dumbbell bench. So this is antagonistic pairs. Chest up, shoulders back, just lean forward a little bit more. Yeah. Chest up high as you can. Elbows tucked nice and close to the sides. And if you come around here, you can see our lats in particular, all our back muscles contracting very, very hard. While the chest supported row, generally, not always, is more of a stretch exercise for the back, or a stretch rowing exercise for the back. Seated cable row is always more about the contraction. So it's not about getting your elbows back as far as possible, it's about really squeezing back your lats. And those handles are excellent for helping you to feel your back, because they make every grip a personal grip, where it's nearly moving around you and making sure that it's best for your anatomy. And don't use those organ grips at the moment. Okay, that's fine. And paired with that is a seated, or is a flat dumbbell bench press. So start with the weight on your knees, then roll back, and punch up fast. Again, just if you can watch the flat dumbbell bench press, it's just the reverse of a seated cable row. So while the row is pulling backwards, the bench press is pushing up. And that makes them a perfect antagonistic pair, which we use all the time here at the gym. So really low, chest up, shoulders back, your feet behind your knees and pressed into the ground, punch up fast as you can. And I would always go to 5 kg, 7.5 kg first set, go to weight that's too light, get some blood flowing into the muscles, and then push a lot harder second and third set to failure. Elbows to the sides and squeeze back hard as you can. Again, those orange handles are going to help make the exercise nearly individual to everyone who's using them, because they can move around your anatomy. Squeeze back muscles there. Good. And give it everything you have now for 3 more minutes. Don't be afraid to use a bit of momentum. Drive back 3, 2, and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1. Okay. 2 ladder, and I want you to go for 10 good fast reps. Really strict on technique now, and drop set for the light weight, and burn out the back muscles. Chest go high. Keep the hands neutral. Squeeze, 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 chest up. Excellent technique. Let's go 5 more. Stay there. 5. Chest up, squeeze. 4. 3. And last one. Great job. Good. Yeah. Go up to 12 kg a set, so quite a bit heavier. Take your time, take a few seconds. And I would always start with the weight here, so when you roll back, you just throw the weight up. So don't start with the weight hanging down either side of the bench, like some people do starting off. You far better off lifting it onto your knees. Push up. Let's do as many reps as we can. Push your head into the bench, push your feet into the ground. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2. There's 1 more in here. Let's go. And reload and push your head into the bench. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. C series. So 2 leg exercises, 2 mainly quad and glute exercises. The leg press. So feet high and wide. So you see the 3 pads there. You have something like this on most leg press machines. You want your feet at the top one or the middle one. Okay, so toes pointing out a little bit. Make sure you sit down in the seat. Let's go for 15 reps. And even though you go low to the bottom, you want to make sure your bone is coming up off the feet. As you're bringing a little back into the window. Right to the uterus. That's perfect technique. And again, like a squat, the better your ankle, hip, knee mobility, the better your technique is going to be. But generally, you're going to get the technique of this far quicker and far easier than a barbell squat. This is superset. Another quad and glutes exercise, so long stride, walking on the side. So, chest up, shoulders back, so spring. So there's no tap of the toes in between reps, which is what a lot of people do at the start. So it's not bad technique generally, but it does make the exercise a lot easier. It takes a little bit of tension off the working muscles. You want to go straight from step to step. And while you can load up walking lunges, I generally use them in this pairing as a body weight exercise. So I go straight from a leg press into body weight walking lunges for 20 reps. That's usually more than enough. So if I was making the superset harder or more challenging, I'd just add more weight to the leg press instead of trying to load up the walking lunges. Next step here, we go to 90 kg on the leg press. You can hop in. So again, make sure you're nice and comfortable and pushed in hard to the seat. You have the first handles to open up the machine as you press up. The second handles to grip and pull yourself as tight as you can into the seat, and then weight down and drive to the knees. drive to the heels. Let's go. 9, 10, and let's go 5 more. Squeeze, let's go. 5, drive to the heels. 4, 3, and go here. 2, and last one. Okay, stay there. We go 10 more reps. Drop that. We drive to the heels again. 10 fast reps. 9, 8, let's go. 7, 6, push hard. 5, 4, to the heels. 3, it's great intensity. Let's go. 2, and last one. Push, right to the heels. Great job. Good. Okay, and a few seconds and body weight walking over. So if I was looking to make, you alright? If I was looking to make this a little bit more difficult, I'd only add weight to the leg press. Generally, it's easier to just load up on the leg press and do drop set on the leg press rather than add weight to the wall and this. Alright, Karen, 20 steps. You're not looking with your parents. Okay, ready to go? Big step. Good. Burn out the legs, finish it out. So that's really good technique. As you can see there, it's a more dynamic movement than the split squat. So you're literally striding forward with every step instead of being fixed in one position like a split squat. So split squat might be a little bit better for flexibility, but the lunge is a more dynamic movement, excellent for sports. And you can drive forward and a little bit more power so you'll be stronger in lunge. Excellent, well done. Okay, take a break.
Action.
Final superset of the day, a push-pull superset. So reach up and grab supinator grip. So palms facing this way here. Yep, in closer. And then we'll shoulder closer again. And then the back hand is more. Okay. Chest up, shoulders back. And you want to pull it in against your chest rather than down and past your chest. 4. Lean forward a little bit more. 5. That is perfect technique, textbook technique, so you can see our back muscles doing all the work there. Chest up, shoulders back, and what you're really trying to focus on is driving your elbows down and back, like you're trying to elbow the person behind you. So 2 more. Squeeze. Excellent technique. The second exercise in this pairing is the tricep push up. Chest up, shoulders back. Pull and roll as wide as you can. Step in closer and grab the rope down at the end. Yeah, chest up high. And again, you can see the working muscles there, the triceps, the back of the arms, and you're trying to burn it up. So this is an exercise that's often neglected by girls when they're training or when they're strength training. I think, why would I do bicep curls or tricep extensions? I'm not trying to get bigger arms, but stronger arms and stronger lockouts on the tricep extension will help you do your press ups, your bench presses, your shoulder presses, military presses. So it's really important that you get quite strong at this. But again, you don't have to worry about getting bigger arms, it's just not going to happen compared to men. So this one. Yeah. Okay. Last of each. Again, hyper, chest up, shoulders back. I'm sure you're fixed in underneath. So you don't have to worry about slipping or moving. Drive the elbows down. And again, your back muscles working really, really hard. Chest up. And the harder you can make your back muscles work compared to your arms, the more this will help chin-ups, your rows, all these types of exercises that are mainly pulling based. Let's go one more rep. Let's squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as hard as you can. Excellent, well done. And that's a pull exercise, it's mainly biceps, your lats, just your upper back muscles in general, and this is more of a pushing exercise. So this is your triceps, an isolation tricep exercise. So again, like I said, to help with all those pressing exercises, dips, press ups, military press, any type of dumbbell pressing at any end. If you're struggling with the dumbbells, starting off when you're pressing or you can't do any press ups whatsoever, here's a nice simple exercise to teach full contraction of the triceps. Let's go 5 more. Again, like the seated cable row, like the leg press, like your seated leg curl, very, very safe to go to complete failure in this. You can train this as hard as you want. Keep going till nothing left, or 2 more. And completely safe, no risk of injury whatsoever. So, well done, great session. That's day 2 of phase 1.